Hope you guys all had a good weekend because this is going to be an interesting week. Welcome to Altcoin Buzz Trading. I'm Randy. Stay tuned for our hot coins of the day. Those are the top performing coins in the top 50 a little bit later in the episode. It's only going to be about 5 minutes, the best 5 minutes of your day. And we're in an interesting market right now. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. We got a lot of really bullish signs, but it looks like our little plate of steel. If you consider our market a plate of steel, we've been working it a little bit, and I don't know. I see some cracks. I see some cracks. There are a few coins that have been going down large, 20+%. Um, we're not getting big volume in yet. So let's take a look at this BTC chart. Things are looking pretty good today, up 2.72% since the UTC open. And here's the 2-hour chart. Here's the daily chart on my right. 2-hour chart on my left. Daily chart on my right. Good volume stepping in here on the 2-hour chart. I like it. It's not bad. VA tool, kind of in the wrong spot. Orange is distribution. Green is buying pressure. Lots of green pocket pivots here, but you do have some orange ones as well. And we are above our alert of the 69,272. So shouldn't we be blasting off? Well, we're above it. We're not necessarily blasting off. We'll see if volume steps in. So this is the key right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are attempting a breakout. At least this is an early breakout. Your real breakout is actually going to happen between the 72K and 72.7. That's when your real breakout is going to occur, between this top here and this top here. So we don't need huge breakout volume to come in until then. So maybe this is much ado about nothing, but um, we are starting to move up. Volumes still a little bit light. So here's Monday. I know we have 11 hours to go in the day. We should at least get to average volume. Ideally we'd be right about here, maybe 20, 25, 30, 40% above average volume by the end of the day. And our price should probably be about halfway between this line and that line, ideally. So 70,800, something like that. In other words, we need a little more momentum. We need to move up. We need to move up a little more. And then our volume needs to get heavier. Um, it's just it just needs to happen. It just needs to happen that way. Otherwise, there may not be enough buying pressure to bring in other buyers, because buyers, breakout buyers, look for volume, and some breakout buyers are big whales, believe it or not. Guys that think exactly like me. Some of those guys are big whales, and they don't step in unless they see the volume. So we need some volume, otherwise this thing may not move. All right, let's move on to some other tokens, which we've been following. I'm going to follow these because we're still kind of early in this cycle. If we do move, this is good opportunity time frame. So Solana here, no real movement as of yet, although we have held support here on the 2-hour time frame of the low from a little over a week and a half ago here. Held the low there late yesterday, starting to move up. Trend line break for this cup and handle. This is your handle. I know we had the alert at the 172.37. This is actionable right now, in my opinion, with your stops underneath that low over here, which gives you a pretty darn tight stop loss. If this thing pops off, it's the best trade you're going to get. If it doesn't pop off, your risk is limited. It's a win-win, okay? To make money in the market, you have to take risk. So take as little risk as you can. You don't have any major signals here. In other words, we're not breaking out, but you're in a position where you do have evidence of support and low volatility, which always precedes breakouts. And so I think this is a great opportunity for you guys if you like this situation. BNB. This guy's already started moving. We talked about how beautiful this chart is, how nice and tight this chart is. Let's take the chart, everything away for a little bit, and you can see how tight this action has been now here for almost 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 days of really tight action, really low volume, and then we get a nice pocket pivot today. Beautiful pocket pivot. Now, we are up here playing with highs. Once again, we need a little more volume. Our volume today, we are above average, though, already in the day with 11 hours left. So that is good on BNB. But you know what? I'm a little greedy. So is the market. The market's going to want more, and it could get it. This has been very, very stable. There's a lot of patient players in here eating this up. And so I would anticipate at least an attempt to go higher. So this is your all-time high, this line right there. About the 692.10 is probably not right to the penny, but That's about the all-time high. So we need to get up to there. It'd be great if we were to break through this, because volume is going to increase throughout the day, right? You can expect that the day's not done, so there will be more trading, and our volume ideally increases, and also our price needs to increase. Both of those need to move up together, otherwise it's distribution. So we want that accumulation. But all in all, we're in a really, really good spot right now. I don't want to undermine that, but there are some chinks in the armor. I don't have the coins for you off the top of my head, but there's a couple coins that are down, 25%. Actually, Waves and Omisego. Those are the two coins. Go look them up. Waves and Omisego. They're down big. I don't know why. Hopefully there's a news event for those two. If not, it's a little bit ominous that those two are down so big. They're not nothing tokens, but they're not leaders either. So it's not a huge caveat, but it could be a canary in the coal mine. We'll see. Again, hard stops in this market. Now, our two leaders, we had Not up here last week, and it's been doing really good. It's been doing really good all weekend. Distribution right there yesterday, coming back down a little bit, but nice and tight. We really didn't break too much support. Looks like I had this trend line. We'll move that a little bit right there. That's a pie method trick if you know what I'm talking about. Most of you don't. So a little bit of room for this to move sideways, but Not's in a good spot. Volume coming in is pretty good. Again, a good chunk of this was distribution, so it's not all hunky-dory. But even the 2 hours still pretty good here. I think it still has some more room to run, although we probably will find resistance at highs. If this market does fully break out and volume does come in, I think Not has a good chance to continue higher. And then Kaspa, which is actually on my radar today too for my power hour. Kaspa breaking through a small consolidation there. And looks like it's on its way back up. This is better volume signatures, in my opinion, than we've had a little lately in some of those top coins. And this one has a good chance of printing a good candle right there. I think this is actionable. Your stop's a little bit wide, though. You could probably put your stop, if you want to keep it as tight as possible, down here at about the 1391. So a little bit wide, but about a 7% stop loss if you like Kaspa. An ominous sign here, though, as well. Head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline right there. Volume signature is trending in the right way for it to be a head and shoulders pattern. So we'll see what wins. We'll see what wins here. Sometimes you get mixed signals like this. It leads to chop, which wouldn't bode well for really, really big trades. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. I'm a little bit over time, 7.5 minutes. I hope you guys stayed with me on that. It's an interesting time in the markets. I do think you make moves. I do think you have hard stops, and I do think you take your shot. And I hope you guys stay safe throughout this whole ordeal and make some money. That's what we're all here to do. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading.